Start the stream, or start the recording, sorry. Let me just slide my chat over here. Get you guys over chat. Alright, there we go. Now I can see my mic good, my mic level's good. I got the activity feed over there, and like you're getting like cat hair on my phone. Yeah, you need to be brushed. I can already see. I'll brush you later. Alright, so let's jump over to Kizuna Clash. So, hey, welcome back. Gosh, excuse me. Haley, you picking up that cat hair. Hey, welcome back, Miss Miter X. I was hoping to see some of y'all from last week jump into the Kizuna Clash stream, so thank you so much for stopping back by. Honestly, it was because of like y'all being able to stream, you know, have such a chill, like relaxed, like fun treasure map stream. I was already planning on streaming every treasure map, but I don't know if you heard like the first part before, like I had to like before I started streaming there. I'm gonna stream every Kizuna Clash now also, because it was just such a like easygoing, like super like chill streams, a lot of fun, like hanging with you guys, and I really enjoyed it. So thank you so much. I'm glad I was able to help answer some questions. So if you got any more questions or anything you want to talk about regarding the Kizuna Clash or anything like that, you know, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, we can just chill and like hang out and knock us out here. So this is the team that I was saying that I'm using from Marcus on YouTube. Again, shout out to him. I'll get his full like channel name here. Very handy team. Very good team. Haley, I see you. I need you to lay down first. You're not going to lay down if I keep petting you. And don't bite. So the team we're using for this one is from Marcus Manson on YouTube, and again the quick team is going to be from Crown GG. So it's shout out to them for the teams. They're very handy. Since I've only done like assists so far, and like I just tested the teams last night, I do have this over here in case I need to see the steps I need to launch my specials, but I don't think I'll need it right now. Since we're doing an assist, I'm taking Law Kid as my friend captain, but this team does work if you can find the Robin as a friend captain. Really thankful that you are happy. Definitely need teams. Yeah, no problem. Glad I could help. Yeah, it really meant a lot to me. Like last week's stream was honestly like let me fix my gain a little bit. It's a little high there. Last week's stream was like the most successful stream I've ever had. So it was really cool. And it was funny afterwards when I was like, I saw the YouTube sub also, which thank you for that. I saw that your profile picture was Sora Online. And I was like, oh, he definitely came to the right channel since I'm playing through the SAO Gameburst games. So I thought that was really funny. So once you get to the second stage here, you're just going to pop G5 to just basically just ignore the barrier there. And you'll go ahead and swap to Kinemon. He's going to make everyone's slots matching. So when you activate Yamato here, it'll lock all the slots into Wano orbs. Well, she'll change them all to Wano orbs, but because I have the Jinbei support, every free spirit characters, theirs are locked. And Law Kid are just here just to make this stage like a guaranteed clear. Again, any friend captain that you take, just use their special here. You're not going to need it on the last stage. So I just took Law Kid because they helped triggered Luffy's EX. And, well, as you see, chat, I'm the leader of the Law Kid Alliance. I named them that for a reason. So anytime I can take them in there, I'm going to throw them in there. SAO is one of your favorite animes. Did you get to see the new season of Sword Online Alternative last year? Was it last year or was it earlier this year? I can't remember. Either way, it was within like the past like two anime seasons. So it was either winter or fall, but it was incredible. So freaking good. I loved it. I have a team and I can compete the quick but not the int one. Glad you can complete the quick one. The you didn't watch it. It's really good. I highly recommend it. If you've seen Sword Art Online Alternative, the first season, I definitely recommend this one. It builds on like it's like everybody gets their moment in the season, and that's what I really like about it. Is there's so much like really cool stuff in there. It's like every single character kind of gets like their big moment right there in this season. It's awesome. I really like they cooked the way they directed it. It was so cool. There's one episode in particular that focuses on like these two like side characters, Clarence and Shirley, and it's just focused on like this battle that they have between each other, and it's so badass. Like it's super cool. Like it was great directing throughout the season, and it was just really well done. Have it, but yeah, you were saying you have a team to complete the quick, but not the int. I remember from last time you said you were like a fairly like newer player. So like I said, I don't very rarely do I make my own Kizuna Clash teams. So what I would do, my best recommendation for you is I would definitely check Stump de Gacha. He pulled on a Kizuru banner 5 times and found really good units. Good. Were you lucky enough to get Kizuru, by the way? Stump de Gacha on YouTube, by the way. He's really good. Every Kizuna he'll post like, here's if you have a full boosted team. Here's if you have the most recent Super Boss teams. Here's or not Super Boss teams, Super Sugo Legends. Here's if you have totally free to play. He's super good about all the detailed like breakdowns like that. Sometimes I don't know if he still does teams like this, but he would also do like EX boosting teams, which are great for like starting out, especially while you have the 11th anniversary ship boosted right now. So that he's a really good resource for that. And the EX boosting ones, he'll say like, depending on what the boss is using, either 10th anniversary Roger, Momonosuke. I don't think he uses Marco or Jack anymore, just because Momo and Roger are definitely better. Like Momo and Roger are way better than what you get with like Jack and Marco. Not that Jack didn't carry us for like so long as EXP boosting captain. So similar thing here. Like I was saying, just use your friend captain special. You see, like we're using Robin here while like she's available. Don't use. My recommendation would be don't use the big point booster units when you're doing assist. Just because when you do an assist, now don't think that there's like no value in the assist or anything. You do get less tickets for the assist, and so that's why you don't want to use like your big booster for it to get that multiplier on it. Like for example, like if I cleared my own fight like level 1, I would get 10 tickets like without the boost. If I did like the assist of that, I might get like 5 or 4, something like that. It's definitely reduced, so that's why you want to save like Robin and Jinbei friend captains for when you're tackling your own, not when you're helping someone else with an assist. And also, if you can't clear a team right now, like you said, like if you can't clear int, you can still start it, and even if you fail, you can request the assist for it. And the cool thing is, if you take Robin or Jinbei as a friend captain, and if you fail and request an assist, when someone helps you and beat it, you still get the full value plus the bonus. So that's one good thing about like that. Yeah, even in Kizuna, there's boosted units. Ever since, gosh, I don't know how long ago it's been now. They kind of shifted to like this boosted unit meta. Kizuna Clash isn't as bad, I would say, as Treasure Map and PKA. Those ones they really try and strong arm you into getting the new legends. PKA definitely they try to, just because like those are regular legends. Like if you're a longtime player, you know like okay, after this month is over, these regular legends are going to be available for every and there you go. You see I got a multiplier there that went from 10 tickets to 15. So that's why you want to save like the Robin Jinbei friend captains. I think those are the only two that will multiply your tickets in this one. I don't think S Snake will, since she was just a support character. Yeah, Treasure Map though and Kizuna, or Treasure Map and PKA, they really try and strong arm you into getting the new characters. And PKA, it's like I feel like they're really scummy in PKA because they're like they really want you to like get the new unit, so they'll like make these end of month characters and just build the PKA around it. But if you don't pull the PKA characters, like there's no worry or anything like that because they're going to be available in all red tickets and on other banners literally the next month. So you don't need to like run them, or you don't really need to pull. I mean, I think me and most players would only recommend pulling on Super Sugo Fest banners. And for me, because again, Treasure Map is my favorite game mode, but also just putting that bias to the side, Treasure Map has the best rewards in Treasure Cruise. It has the best drops in Treasure Cruise, period. So any Treasure Map legends you get are boosted on every Treasure Map. And Treasure Map legends, this is the general consensus from like most players too. Treasure Map legends have a way better value than Kizuna legends. Kizuna legends are really built for Kizuna. They remove a lot of like debuffs or stuff like that, which they are good and they will be boosted every Kizuna. It's just that, say for like Toki, for example, Toki is just phenomenal. She's easily the best Kizuna legend. Save for Toki, the quality of the Kizuna legends, they're not as useful as the Treasure Map legends, so to speak. Because like Nami Karina, you can use and want to use in so many different events. My man Bon Clay, you want to use in just so many events. So it's like I can't really recommend pulling on a Kizuna banner. They will try and like get you to do it just because when it's a super boss Kizuna, it's not that hard to get tickets because you're working as an alliance to clear the super boss. When you clear a super boss, you get like 100 tickets on the first one, then it scales from there. In the regular Kizuna Clash, when it's not a super boss Kizuna like this month is, dude, then it can be hard to get tickets. And that's when they'll really try and get you to get new characters because you get the more ticket drops. They really need to like tweak like the way the regular Kizuna is. They need to lower the amount of like tickets it takes to clear a box. I remember a while back someone said it was like insulting, and it really was, because it was like the amount of like they said like we added like rewards to the boxes and they were just bad. Like they were like kind of useless if you were like, honestly, like they were useless even if you were like a starting player. There really wasn't much value in the stuff in the new rewards they were adding to it. So it's like they bloated the boxes of like garbage basically. Like you just didn't need them. So That's how like Kizuna can get kind of scummy, but it just depends. It's a give and take. It's good though that now Kazuna's only two different types. It's used to be three types we'd have to build for, so it's nice that now there's only like two teams that you need for it. So pulled a lot of good characters with those five pulls. It's great. I'm sure you got like a bunch of new characters to hopefully not a lot of like dupes and stuff like that. And hopefully you got like some good legends too, some good red posters in there also to like really like help out. Just hang on my there you go. Had like a notification pop up on my computer. Started covering the chat box there. All right, we'll jump back in here, and I didn't even see what. What am I fighting? Oh, versus Int. I got the wrong team. I was about to say I didn't even look to see like who I was fighting there. Let's see if there's any Robin friend captains we can take. None right now, which sucks because there was a couple last night. Let's just go like. Let's just pick the actual team that we're using. Let's see, like sometimes when you change your teams up, it'll be more. It'll switch up the friend captains that are on there. There we go. So yeah, okay. So here's 3 Robin friend captains. So we'll just go with this one first, since they're on the lowest timer. Let me build a team for the Int 10-star one, please. Let me check over here. I have saved over here what you need for Int 10-star, or not what you need for it, what is what the gimmicks are. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. And while we're running it right now and get like an idea what's needed so I can better be able to like give you some kind of like recommendations to the best of my ability. And obviously if I can't help you fully myself, I can definitely help you get to like the right resources to help you out, by the way. But we'll do the best that we can. I guess first things first, do you have because this would make it a lot easier. Do you have Psy Gear 5? I can't remember if you said if you did or not last time. Go ahead and swap over here. Because if you have Psy Gear 5, that's going to make it a lot easier. You don't? Okay. Okay, no worries. How long is that? That's a 2-turn barrier. Check your character box where it has the filters. See if you can filter your specials. See who you have that removes slot barrier. Well, not slot barrier. See who you have that can remove barriers, and we can go from there. Let's see with that first. Let's pop Momo here. Momo, G5, Kinemon, and then Ace. Oh dang, I just realized forgot territories on here. Alright, let me refresh myself on like what all's going on here. I see what's going on stage 2. 1 turn special reverse, 7 turns bind. All slots to block. But that's where, yeah, that's why we're using Yamato. Territory, Rainbow Shield. And then later, Despair. Another barrier. Attack down, and if you change your slots, you get paralysis. Damn, so you really have to carry in slots that like can't be changed and lock them. Okay, I see what you mean. Now that I'm looking at it this way, because I didn't even look at the gimmicks, I just looked to like build a team. Now that I'm looking at the gimmicks, Mihawk, Shanks, Rebecca, Frankie, Hack, and other ones. Okay. Yeah, now that I'm looking at it, this is a pretty rough like fight. See if there's any alliance members that need an assist. I can help real quick. And then while the assist cooldown's going, we can look and see what we got going on here. Yeah, this do you know if you have any of your legends that can bypass defensive effects? Like I know you say you didn't have year 5, but do you have like Legend Carrot or anything like that? Because that could help also with trying to like team build. I don't see a HP cut, so like Carrot. I think Dog Storm and Cat Viper should let you bypass defensive effects unless like your health drops below a certain point. Just because there is a ton of defensive effects. Rainbow Shield, barrier on both stages. Yeah, this one's pretty brutal. I don't know why, like, this 10-star one is, like, rough. Carrot, Dogstorm, Cat Viper all in one. Interesting. I can say, just from looking at, like, how this is built, if possible, I would definitely build a team with taking a friend Gear 5 in mind. With taking a friend Gear 5 Luffy in mind, I'm sure it won't be hard to find Gear 5 Luffy friends just because I'm sure a lot of people are using him just like I am because this is a rough one. So I think like if we plan to build around that, that kind of frees up some of your like planning there because that'll handle both barriers, both both barriers, Rainbow Shield on the final stage, and I think he removes bind and special reverse. I know it's special reverse. I can't remember if it's bind or not. I'll double check after we clear this stage. Because that'll help clear it up, some of the team building part for you. And then all you would need to do then is just make sure you have the 3 units to trigger his EX. And then we can go from there. So let's go ahead and swap right here. Just need to figure out the slot change. That's going to be a big part. Because we're going to need a way for you to get like either Wano slots or like rainbow slots or Simla slots. All right, let me. Yeah, let me clear this stage and then we'll look. And that way I can get my assist like cooldown running so I can continue to help my teammates, my alliance members. All right, let's go ahead and knock this out. Oh shoot, I meant to do Shanks first so we could get the rush. Either way, it is no biggie right now since it's still like early on. Dude, they wasn't playing with this 10-star one. I don't know why it's so freaking hard. I mean, obviously, like, the 10-star, like, it's the highest difficulty one, but, like, dude, they threw a bunch of crap in this one. I just want to see, what's the difference in the 7-star one? So, 7-star... Wait. 7-star one, he has a weakness class? Oh, once he gets to a certain point, he gets weakness class. I didn't realize that. Either that or I'm like freaking blind. I didn't realize like he had weakness. Damn, I actually can't see the 7-star int one without clearing the quick one, and I don't want to spend like my tickets on like the 7-star one. Actually, might be able to check the Discord, see if they posted what the 7-star gimmicks are. I'll check for you. All right, let's go to the Treasure Cruise Discord. There's PKA gimmicks, Salt Rumble gimmicks. Okay, Super Boss stuff. No, they only posted 10-star and 15-star, unfortunately. Okay. There go. I was doing here. Trying to like check this for you real quick. Go clear this real quick while I'm just looking. Okay. Just actually checking like some resources here for teams, cause I'm at a loss right now. No, you didn't miss anything. I'm trying to just figure out any way I can help you with your int team, cause I didn't realize how like this 10-star int boss is like ridiculous. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's definitely not easy to build for. Yeah, I'm looking here at like just some teams like other people made, and I keep seeing like 10th anniversary Shanks, New Year Sabo, Roger, just because like this is a very like scummy one. How come some of my units have a rainbow square around them? That just means that all their potential abilities, like I can go to this friend captain here, are maxed out. So you see the triple fives right here, not above that. Recovery bind distance level 5, pinch healing level 5, and barrier pierce level 5. it'll put a rainbow barrier around them once you clear them. And actually, there's two different rainbow barriers. So you see this one here around this person. They have the 3/5s there, but this one here has a like bigger rainbow one. Is because you see the two different ways that Max is wrote at the top beside the amount of cotton candies they have in there. This one's been level limit broke with a key. That's the difference. So that's what changed them. Yeah, so that's what sets those up. Versus like this one here, you just see it just has a regular border around it. See, they're at 5 and 1, so they're not even fully level limit broke because it doesn't have the other one there. So that's just what it is. So it's just a way to like see like investments in it in a unit. I'm checking here for other teams where you to try and like figure out any way for you to run the 10-star int one. Yeah, again, like Roger and stuff's on that one. 10th anniversary Roger, 10th anniversary Shanks. Go ahead and auto here. Just gonna try and find some. Use a limit break key for the Aokiji free unit in the Clash. The let me finish run through this and I'll see if it's this Aokiji I think it is. Just checking here, trying to find like some kind of team to help you out. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, the way it's looking with how this team is set up. I mean, not this team. With how this like 10-star difficulty one is set up, I would. Yeah, it's tough to say. I would probably recommend maybe farming the 7-star one difficulty. Checking here to see this other team, because the 7-star one should have some easier gimmicks in it. Because yeah, they just made this one like brutal. Yeah, literally like every team I'm seeing for it has 10th anniversary Shanks in it. If not like if not Luffy, they have 10th anniversary Shanks. Gear 5 Luffy, that is. And like I said, just being honest, I did not, like I said earlier in stream, I didn't make. You have 10th anniversary Shanks. Give me 1 second. I can like. Also, let me search here. Aokiji. If you mean this Aokiji about feeding a key to, let me see. He's the one that did get level limit broke. He's really freaking good. What does like using the key get you? Gets him his super tandem and boosts crew's HP by 200. Makes their int slots have matching slot effects. What kind of key is it? Silver key? I guess it depends on if you have units to trigger his super tandem. Final battle, any two are on there. Kizaru, Sakazuki, Sengoku, and Garp. Applies tandem boost to Navy characters. You had the new Kizaru, the 10th anniversary one. I mean, not the 10th anniversary. Sorry, the 11th anniversary one. The Kizaru that came out like a few weeks ago. If you have him, then I would think he's worth it because those other free to play Navy characters that got the buff, I would think it's worth it because Kizaru has a super tandem boost, and that Aokiji is definitely the best out of those free to play characters that got the buff. If you only have one key, I would probably hold off and I would just wait. Because the thing is, I'll say this about Treasure Cruise. Treasure Cruise is definitely a waiting game. It's definitely like get your resources, use them when you need them. That kind of game, if that makes sense. So if you just have the one key, yes, that Aokiji is great, and that would benefit like definitely like be a plus to your Kizaru. I If it was me, I wouldn't want to use my only key. That's how I would say it, if that makes sense. Getting stuff to say. If it was me though, I wouldn't use my only key. I would wait because outside the treasure map key, the silver key and the gold keys are a little bit harder to get. I know Totsuki was just saying this, like he couldn't even remember where you get the keys from. Outside like the treasure map ones. So I would probably wait if it was me. I mean, that's like you can like level 12 upgrade ships and stuff like that, but it's definitely an instance of like when do you really need a level 12 ship? Like there's only a few that are like essential, and even then like the resources in it, it's like you might be better off just waiting until you absolutely need to use it. I'm just checking still on like anything that I can try and figure out for you. Those have friend Captain Robbins. A lot of specific units on that one. Dude, it's like I don't know why they made this super boss, or not super boss, this 10-star one. Okay, yeah, that is the 10th anniversary one. Let me see if I can find like which teams just needed 10th anniversary Shanks, and then maybe that can like help you out. What was I doing here? Oh yeah, I was just trying to knock out this daily quest while I was looking for you. With Shanks maybe, and then Gear 5 as a friend captain, because that'll really help you get past those defensive effects. Because the defense effects are just brutal. Damn, that team's not bad, but that's a bunch of different legends. Yeah, that's totally different legends. That might be like harder. What do I think of Saturn? Personally, I think Saturn. So here's what I think of Saturn, and I actually tweeted this. There was a character they released a while back, a couple years ago, Kaido versus Yamato, and looking at that character when they first debuted, you would see, wow, this Kaido sounds really strong, but he seems really hard to use because he had this effect that cleared your crew's beneficial effects and would only allow you to use one more special after him. And he just, yes, he gave you like really high damage and stuff, but he just seemed really, really, really hard to use. So people were kind of like iffy about him. Even me, I was iffy about him. A couple months later, they released V2 Jack, then V2 Queen, and then V2 King right after that. Because Kaido versus Yamato, if I remember correctly, was New Year's. And then Jack was right before Anniversary. And the Queen launched with Ifrit Sanji. And King launched with Enma Zoro. Those three characters with Kaido perfectly complemented his kit and what he was trying to do because they added effects to your crew that couldn't be cleared by teammates or enemies. So when you use Kaido's ability, he couldn't clear them, and you still could use one special after him. Essentially, with those four as a base, they were like the strongest team in the game at the time. Like they were just a beast. That is definitely what they're trying to do with Saturn. I know a lot of people said this, and it's true. He's set up in a way that he's made for characters that aren't in the game yet. If you only have 400 gems, I wouldn't recommend pulling Saturn. I would say this as a new player, I wouldn't recommend any new players pulling Saturn. He's definitely not new player friendly at all. Because the thing is, like, if you get Saturn now, yes, he's strong, but he's at his strongest at the higher cost you can build for your team. And if you're a new player, the cost that you can build for a team isn't going to be like, you're not going to be able to build a team to get the full benefits of them, so to speak. Added to the fact that right now, he's the only 5 Elder in the game. There's barely any other Celestial Dragons in the game, and the other Celestial Dragons really aren't playable. Like, they're terrible. And they don't even synergize with them, even if they weren't terrible. Like, they have no, like, connection with Saturn. So I would absolutely not advise pulling for Saturn. And don't pull for Bonnie either. She's a regular legend. So I would wait, see what part 3 is going to be, and hold on to your gems. And depending on what part 3 is, possibly go back to try and get whatever legends you're missing from part 1 between like Luffy, Zoro, Sanji. I know you said you had Kizaru, but like you don't have Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, so like if you want to get them or anything like that. So just that would be my advice. Is I would highly not recommend getting Saturn for new players. He's definitely set up in a way to where here's his kit, and it seems like, wow, like this is strange, like the stuff that he's doing. Well, yeah, it seems strange now because the other 5 Elders aren't in the game yet. Once the 5 of them, once all 5 are in there, they're probably going to be the strongest team in the game, easily, I would imagine. It's definitely like a long-term game like it was with Kaido, King, Jack, Queen, the way like that they were. So that's why I can't advise it for a new player, because getting Saturn, you're not going to be able to get his full use out of him anyway, being a new player. And you're also, should probably be saving your gems now for when there's going to be another like big celebration, or if you want to, like I said, for part 3, or if you want to go back to like try and get anything missing from part 1. That would be my recommendation. I couldn't advise them for anybody who's starting at 11th anniversary, or even like if they played earlier, left Treasure Cruise, and are now coming back for 11th anniversary. I couldn't advise getting Saturn. I think once the other 5 Elders are in the game, they're going to be the strongest team in the game, because the way they're setting it up, I think they're going to be all driven. Since there's 5 of them, I think they're all going to be driven, and their second class is all going to be something different. He's Striker. We know the one that looks like Gandhi, he's probably going to be Slasher. There's probably going to be one that's Fighter, one that's Shooter, stuff like that. And the reason why I think that is because V1 Blackbeard ship, like it gets benefits if you have like these 5 different classes on your team, and it makes the ship like super strong. So I think like if I'm remembering correctly, so I think they would be perfect for that. Also, I think they're all going to be different types. Like he's int. I think each one's going to be a different type, and that's because the Gurmus double six ship gets its full potential when one of every type is on the crew. So that's my thinking on it. Is I think in the long game, or like a couple months from now, 5 6 months at most, New Year's, I could possibly see like maybe 2 of the 5 elders coming at 11.5 anniversary, and the remaining 2 coming at New Year's. So I mean that's 6 months from now. So that's what I'm thinking. Like it's the long game to get like Saturn. And my wife always likes to say like, we don't even know if we're going to be here in 5 to 6 months. But so that's my take on Saturn. I definitely like his kit. I like what they're setting up. I think they're setting up like this 5 elder team is going to be like freaking sick when you get all 5 of them. Maybe Garling added in also when he gets added to the game, because he would also be a celestial dragon. He should also be cost 99. I think that they would just be a beast. Like, oh, and that's also another reason why I can't imagine, like, can't suggest like spending for a new player spending gems on him. Is he himself? I forgot, is a 99 cost character, so he himself on your team takes up so much, like I guess you say like real estate out of your like crew build. So I just couldn't recommend him for like someone starting or returning, honestly. Get some more of my iced coffee. All right, let me clear this assist here. I'm gonna see if I can like find something here to like assist you out. Yeah, it's definitely like difficult to get a 750 cost team, but you gotta think if you have all 5 of them and they're 99 cost, just the 5 of them, you're just under 500. If you have a 6 celestial dragon like Garland, or your friend captain is any of the 5 elders, assuming once they're all released, now you're at 600. Just under 600, you would need still like 3 legend supports to raise them up to that 750 threshold. And I'm assuming the other ones are also going to have that kind of like similar in their kit, like if you have a cost of 750 or higher, because they're really trying to like essentially will be selling you on running an entire 5 elders / celestial dragon team. So yeah, if your max cost is like around 450, then see that's why I was saying like I just couldn't recommend him for like a starting player. He's definitely like something made for like high level players. I do like what he has set up. I'm wanting to get him. I'm gonna try and get him. And a big part of that too for me is like I'm a big fan of the Celestial Dragon, or not the Celestial Dragons. I'm a big fan of the 5 elders. From the first time they were showing the anime, like I thought they were sick. Like they were really cool. Like they were just just the way they were like set up. Like they were just really really cool, and like building them up as like these are like the world's like kind of leaders and stuff like that. Do you think that when the other 5 elders arrive, Saturn will be available? Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, he's not an anniversary legend. He's a Super Sugo Fest exclusive. So every Super Sugo Fest, he'll be on like one of those parts. So the only one out of like these characters that's come out in this celebration that wouldn't be on like the next Super Sugo Fest, whatever it would be Nami. She'll only be available on like anniversary and like global anniversary and .5 anniversary. So when 11.5 anniversary is, like, she'll come back. So whenever there's another Super Suko Fest, so Saturn would be on there again. So what should be the point on pulling on it when it will be in the next? What should be the point on pulling on it when it will be in the next patch with other guys? Oh, versus like pulling him now. The reason why you'd want to pull like a debuting legend when they do cycle back or pull for a debuting legend is at a minimum there is the guarantee that you would get that legend. Like, yes, it is a far investment, but they do have it that if like you go to 30, you're guaranteed that unit. So like that would be the point in like pulling for a unit on this one when they cycle back around later versus like a perfect example is like when they had global anniversary. Like I didn't pull for Lucci Kaku or Lucci Luffy and Zoro Kaku because I was like, okay, yeah, these characters are like they seem fine to me, but there's nothing like I feel like I really need that. They don't feel that great for me that I need to go out my way to like get them right now. Like I feel like I need one secured for me. I can just get them later whenever I get them. So that's like kind of like the difference there, if that makes sense. Because yeah, the legends they'll always like cycle back around, and so Saturn he'll be available on the next Super Suko Fest celebration. Just because I keep my amount of gems hidden, just because. So it's a little bit of like a paranoia thing to me, honestly, because there was a point when I was locked out of my account just for like 3-4 days. I couldn't get my account. And the information that Bandai wanted you to like send them, I was like, okay, so I had to type in like really, really specific stuff about my game account. So that's why it's not just my gym I'm keeping hidden. It's kind of like my pirate level, username, like just different stuff on there. Just because, like, God forbid, with how long, with a decade that I've had invested in this account, I just wouldn't want it taken from me. Like, that's why, like, I'm a little, like, I know the chances of that are really slim, obviously, but that's why, like, when I was doing the account recovery thing and I had to send them very specific information on my account, I'm like, okay, well, I do want to stream Treasure Cruise. I'm just going to keep this stuff hidden. So that's why that whole top bar is hidden. So it's not just my gems, it's like everything on there. Because essentially, like, all the stuff that was up there was certain things like I did have to send to them, among other things. So that just that way, like I know I have some security of like, okay, some of my things that are like set up on like my account and stuff are like hidden and stuff like that. So that's why. And it wasn't an issue with the account recovery, by the way. It was like a data download thingy. I don't know how it happened, but basically something happened in Treasure Cruise where like it couldn't get my account pulled up on either device until like it fully re-downloaded the game and figured out where like there was some kind of like glitch in the data. But it got sorted out. But yeah, that's why I keep it hidden, just because. If you ever found a gem in this transponder snail, rarely. I have a couple times, but it's very rare. Very rare. It's rarer than I'll say this. It's rarer than getting a super cola in PKA off of the map. No, you're totally fine. It is not a problem to me at all. Yeah, you're totally fine. So no need to apologize there. By the way, like while I'm talking, man, sorry I'm getting like distracted here. I'm going to copy this link from Stumpy Gotcha. This team does have. This is just based around having 11th anniversary, or sorry, 10th anniversary Shanks. I'm gonna send it to you as like a base, So let me like copy it to like Discord real quick, and then I can drop it into the comments for you here to like check out. Just bear with me 1 second. Now, I don't expect you'll have every legend on this team, but again, like since I'm playing right now, I don't have like sound on or anything like this. He should vocalize, suggesting like, because he usually does this from what I've seen like his videos in the past. He should suggest like while he's using specific legends for the reason he is, but also like most importantly there he should be suggesting like if you don't have him you can try running this character, etc., etc. So he might be able to give you a team centered around Shanks there that might help. So let me just pull up Discord real quick, and I'm going to drop the link in the chat for you. So hopefully it'll help you. Again, if I will say this, if you can't beat the int boss of the 10-star one, don't feel discouraged. Like I said, I was looking at it, and I can honestly say this is why I don't build Kizuna Clash teams. Like I get other teams and kind of shape them based off of what I have in my character box, because this boss is brutal. I would say if you can't beat the 10-star one, definitely farm the 7-star one. There's no worrying that. Especially like being a new player, like you gotta start somewhere. Like if you can't beat on the highest difficulty, no worries at all. Also, apologize if I apologize. Couldn't really be a better help there. It's just honestly like once I looked at it and I saw how complex this boss fight was, I was like, yeah, because honestly, like once I saw a team I could make and stuff like that, I really didn't even look at the gimmicks of the Kizuna Clash. I just kind of like just took the team and I was like, all right, I'll just see if this team works. I'll try it and stuff like that. And now that I'm actually seeing like what the gimmicks are, I'm like, whoa. It's almost like has like my like head spinning because like it kind of shocked me. Like, yeah, this is a bunch of BS. Like. They threw in a bunch of crap in that fight. I don't know why. Alright, might as well clear out my transponder snails here real quick. And now that I'm like done searching, again, sorry, I think that's the best effort I might be able to give to like help. And hopefully it does help. If not, like my suggestion would definitely be like you can probably get something going with 10th anniversary Shanks and a Gear 5 friend captain, but still I would probably focus on like the 7-star one just because of like how much like crap they're throwing at you in that fight. It's a slot manipulation too that's like sneakily like kind of hard to get around also. Oh shit, I didn't mean Event Island. I meant to go to Kizuna Clash. Alright, we'll start clearing clearing this out, and then depending on if we clear all this out, the tickets that we have, and while like every 15 minutes we'll do an assist, stuff like that, prioritizing like our alliance and stuff. Depending on if we get it cleared, we'll switch over to the super boss. But I think we have like 19 runs. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, other than the Shanks, I didn't know if he had anybody else. He might, like I said, he might tell you, like, hey, Roger's here to remove this, but if you don't have him, he can be replaced with. Check the comments also, because some people will specifically ask like for replacements in the units. So I would check with that also just to see. I would just say, like, from my honesty, like looking at it, it's a very tough fight for someone starting out. you would need like, as you can see, like specific units to build the teams and stuff like that to kind of like get them going together. So it's hard to say. Like I couldn't recommend running the 10-star one. I would try the 7-star one, and if you can't beat the 7-star one, then I would just do the 3-star. Like honestly, like it's that tough one. It's that tough. Yeah, do any if you can clear it quick, do 10-star quick assist. And what I would do is even if you're farming the 7-star, like I said, start the int one, and like even if you just like find like a Robin Jinbei friend captain, like just lose. And if you lose, then you can request for an assist on the int one, and then just wait. And then once it's like cleared, you can just do your next quick one, and then do another request and assist on the int one. That's also an option too. Like just because you can't clear it yourself, like Kizuna is like a kind of like a cooperative mode. So you can do it that way. Clear the quick one and just clear the quick one and request. The Robin, I guess not Robin and Jinbei, because I don't want to be confused with the legend I'm using down here. Robin or Jinbei, the two like Kizuna Clash units. They just give you mainly during this event why you would want to use them as a friend captain if you can. Even if you're just requesting an assist, is they multiply the tickets you get. So I can show you after we clear this one, I can take a Robin friend captain because it'll actually work with the team that I have set up to clear it. And you'll see at the end it'll multiply the tickets we get. So just to make it like easier and faster to get through it. Unfortunately, I couldn't run Jinbei with this team just because of the special reverse. That's why I have Law and Beppo on here. Plus, they give like a conditional buff, so like they just make this team stronger. Like I can't get the extra tickets, but I forgot Shanks's rush again. So you can see here at the end of this fight, when the tickets pop up, it'll just be a normal amount. So once it comes through here. There it is, cleared Kizuna Clash a certain amount of times. I use my own friend captain, so right here. So Kizuna tickets, super boss tokens, 10 and 10. No multipliers added since I'm not using any of those two boosters. So now that we're switching to the int team, after I clear it with Robin, you'll see like you'll get multiplied. And even if you request an assist, and so if you just start one with Robin or Jinbei and just fail, like I was saying, then it's this Jinbei, by the way. He'll be glowing. And if you see right here, you click boost. He does have like a captain ability that's just specific for this event only. But mainly up here, you see he'll boost your Kizuna tickets and super boss tokens by 1.35 and by 3 times each. So it just multiplies them. If you go down here to the Robin, which one's going to expire the earliest? This one is here. If you look at Robin, check the boost. Same thing. Multiplies your tickets by 1.35 and tokens by 1.3. They just make it easier just to get through the content. They're not bad characters either. But again, they're like I'll just get them later on down the line. I'm not worried about it. I mainly, like I said, mainly pull in Super Sugo Fest banners and the occasional treasure map banner. It's very, very rare that I'll pull on a Kizuna banner. That new legend has to be pretty damn good, or I have to really want them. But what's funny with the tickets that they have come out like every night where you get to pick like the character you want. It's funny, like I'm actually getting like the two Kizuna Legends I wanted the most from them. I'm going to be getting the Legend Reiju, the Kizuna Legend Reiju, and the Kizuna Legend Paraspero. Like I really wanted both of them, so. Gear 5's EX. Swap here. Oh yeah, I wanted to check my launch effect. What does Gear 5 remove? Special Reverse and Bind. Yeah, that's why like he's so important on this. Is because he's getting rid of the Special Reverse on the final stage, the Bind on the final stage. Both barriers this stage and the next stage he's just bypassing, and the defensive effects. Or yeah, the Rainbow Shield, I mean, he's just getting through it. Oh, bless you, Haley. She's like sneezing. Hey, you okay? You okay? Okay. Just had to check on her chat. In the Kizuna exchange, when I get the lucky treasure, should I reset? I would. That's what I do. Just because the treasure chests are so bloated anyway. I would definitely, once you get the lucky treasure and there's no more and it suggests like, hey, do you want to reset? I would, because when you're going into that next one, you'll just pick up more of those items and stuff like that. Again, treasure map really is the best game mode for like getting like items and stuff like that, so to speak. And that's mainly because like you're constantly picking up stuff, you're unlocking stuff when you're racing, you're like as you're getting like TM points and stuff like that. Kizuna, yeah, there's a lot of different stuff you can get, but there's a lot of different stuff in there that you don't like really like need, like the berries and stuff like that. It's just it's definitely best to like when you get it, go ahead and like reset so you can keep going, because the last box you can reset indefinitely, so you're going to be picking up that stuff anyway that like you say a no to here, like you'll get it later on. That's my suggestion. And for me, now I don't recommend this for you. Like this would be at your discretion. For me, honestly, I can just show you here before and there you can see where that's what Robin got me, is she multiplied my tickets. So instead of 10, I got 15 there. What I do, I can't recommend this for you. This you'd have to make this at your own decision and stuff like this. The first 3 boxes now, since they changed Kizuna a while back, I skip. I don't even do the first 3 boxes. Like all that's in them is like the Almighty Manual, is the lucky treasure. Well, by this point, with how long I've been playing, I've so many Almighty manuals. I don't exactly need those. I'd rather just focus on getting the skulls and being done with it. So the first 3, I just skip. But I can't. Again, I would say that's, do that at your discretion and stuff like that. That's just me being like a long time player and stuff like that. I have so many Almighty manuals anyway. I don't really need to like get them right here. So we'll go ahead, we'll knock these out. I see this person has like 2 requests. I'm just gonna just pick one of these to help out real quick. Yeah, for right now, treasure maps are favorite game mode. It's since it came out, it's been my favorite. It's a lot of fun. Just the structure of it, the way it's set up and everything, I just really enjoy. I just, some people don't like it because they think it's like so like grindy and stuff like that, but yeah, you just get stuff for it. Like it's worth it. Did all the chests and I skipped to I did all the chests and I skipped to the box 6. Win box 5. Yeah. As long as you got like all the rainbow chests, then yeah, you can move on to the next one. There's no biggie. Like I said, the stuff that's going to be left out of those 200, you're going to be picking that up anyway later on because it's still so early in the event. And the last one, you can reset indefinitely. So you're going to get those items and like resources and stuff like regardless. And just to help you out, I can look when I'm done here. I can pull it up and show you in the last box my suggestion of when you should reset the last box, since you can reset it indefinitely. So I'll show you that after I like clear this. But yeah, you're gonna get those like resources and stuff anyway. So there's no issue with like just going on to the next one. Let's go ahead and like KO Luffy here. You okay, Haley? I see you're awake now. I heard you sneezing. Alright, let's go ahead and cast Roger there. Fix my sleeve there. Okay, Mihawk, Blackbeard, and then now Law and Beppo. Actually, I had to use Law and Beppo on one of my Super Boss teams. I had to make a slight change to Toadski's team just because I didn't have the Treasure Map Legend Frankie. I wish I did. Just because I like, man, he's so good in the fact that like, well, he does like cool stuff, but the fact that he's boosted every treasure map and he's a captain that resists blowaway for your crew can just be so handy for like when you're team building, like because I've had to take like different non boosted captains just to have that effect like before and stuff. So it'd be cool to have one that can just go ahead and get rid of that. I wish I had Big Mom and Katakuri really freaking bad because they're good at that, and they're probably the best character that's in their captain ability. Honestly, just in general, they're a very, very, very good character, in my opinion. So yeah, just flipping over here to the exchange. When you look at the final box, I would reset it. Obviously, you want to get the skulls. So after getting both of the skulls, if you go down here, once you get to the tablets, these ones here, once you get them each to 1, the ones that there's 3 of them available, I would check and see like, okay, how much is left in here? Is it worth it to try and get like just that 1, or should I reset? The ones here that are like strength, dex, quick sight, int, damage reduction, don't count those in that. Like those tablets are like whatever. You don't really need those. But the tablets right here that there's only 1 of them, make sure you get all of those first. So before you reset, I would get all the skulls, each one of these tablets that there's only 1 of. Like this is personally what I do. And then out of these ones here, from slot bind down to double special launch, after I get them down to like there's only like 1 left of each, I kind of see like, okay, how much stuff is left in this box and stuff like that. Is it worth it for me to like reset it now? Should I like keep going trying to get those? So that's my recommendation when you should like go for a reset there. Running quick again. Did we just do it? Oh yeah, we did just do an assist. I was about to say like, wait, I thought we were on int because I was ready to like use like Robin friend captains. About to in a minute after I clear this one. Might take a quick break just to grab me a water and come right back. Now that I finish my iced coffee. I'm gonna need something else to drink, especially like while I'm talking. I don't want my throat to like dry out. Yeah, after the treasure map stream last week was just so like very well received. I definitely want to thank like the hope you have a good stream now. Have to go. See you the next OPTC live. Hey, thank you so much for stopping by. Really meant a lot. Seeing you like drop back in again. Sorry I couldn't be the most help like with the team there. I do apologize for that. Obviously, I'll keep an eye out like if there's any other teams that I see that are a little more accessible. But I do apologize for that. But hope you have a great rest of your day. And I'll catch you next time. Next time I stream OPTC. Good luck in any like future polls and your future events. By the way, until then. Oh, I was just saying, yeah, after the last stream, that treasure map stream, because I had streamed treasure map before, but the last one, I guess, because the 11th anniversary was so successful and stuff like that. I just wanted to say, like, again, a big thank you to the OPTC community that stopped by on Twitch. It was my most viewed like Twitch stream ever, and I want to give a big thank you also to the OPTC community that stopped by on YouTube also, because my treasure map team video was my most viewed video on YouTube. So thank you so much. Like those numbers like really meant a lot. And we're getting super close to that goal, and it's really cool like to be able to like share not just this game with y'all but also like the JRPGs and the fighting games. So thank y'all so much. Like it really meant a lot seeing like the people turn out for that one. So thank you. I used Law and Kid early, but the conditional buff did carry. Okay, I forgot it was a 3-turn conditional buff. Thought it was a 2-turn for some reason. I guess that wouldn't make sense with how their super switch works. Go ahead and take out Zoro here, and then yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to go get me some water. All right, cool. Let me actually go ahead and cut off the iPad. I don't think I. Well, never mind. I need to keep it on just in case I do the Super Boss teams. I forgot about that. So I can see like my steps. I can't like switch back and forth through Discord while I'm playing. I can, but it's not going to look as pretty. All right, Chad. I'm gonna go take a break real quick just to grab some water and run to the restroom, and then we will continue playing. So give me just 1 second. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, chat, I'm back. Just give me 1 second. I see my screen recording, or not screen recording, my screencast cut off. But I did get me some water. Actually, you need to scoot it closer to me, it's a little far away. Okay. You can come back up here, Haley, if you want. Come on, you can jump up here. You can jump back up here. Oh, no, screen recording didn't cut off. Okay, cool. I mean, not screen recording, damn, screencast. Sorry, chat. Alright, let's jump in here. We got enough tokens. We can do 16 runs here. We'll see if we clear them. Plan on streaming for like another hour or so. So, let's see if we can get through them. If we do, like I said, we'll go over to Super Boss. I didn't even look to see what type this boss was. Int. Okay, cool. So we can actually use Robin Friend Captain. Hello, Haley. I don't know why you're going this way when you lay down on this side. Just don't step on my heat pad. If you cut it up higher, you'll hurt me. Okay, let's see here. You saying hello to the chat, Haley? Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's not get over there and knock the camera over. Damn. You need to go down here and get on this other side. The other cat, he gets into so much stuff, but this is the bad one, chat. This is the one that acts out the most. You need to get over here. You need to go on that side. Alright, while we're playing chat though, we can we can talk about stuff though. Don't know if you guys got to see Saturday night's main event yet, but my thoughts on it, basically like the outcomes of it and stuff like that is I wanted Drew McIntyre to win that cage match just so like we wouldn't have to hear him talk about fighting Damian Priest again. I just didn't want to hear Drew McIntyre go out there and just complain about fighting Damian Priest and stuff, and I'm so worried this is going to lead to another match between them. Now that Damian Priest won that cage match, you're about to hurt me. Hang on 1 second, chat. There. She was this close to like hit me in the groin, chat. I could just easily see it. She has no spatial awareness, and she steps hard as hell. Yeah, I really wanted Drew to win that just so like we wouldn't have to hear about it anymore. Let's see. Jey Uso's fight I skipped. I just hate they're wasting like that my man Jay finally got the world title and they're wasting him on this stupid Logan Paul crap. The Cena and R-Truth fight was good. I definitely liked how R-Truth came out and like stuff like that, and just the story behind it. I was like, if this is going to be seen as last year and stuff like that, like he's saying, like it was definitely cool that he did have something with R-Truth involved in it. That definitely was really cool and made a lot of sense. I really appreciated that in it. But at Money in the Bank to have Cena and Logan Paul fight Cody and Jey Uso, like I'm just so not interested in that. Like Cody and Cena in general, I don't want to see again. But then like stop wasting Jey Uso's like world title run on Logan Paul. It's stupid. Like WWE, I hate to tell you, but it's dumb. And to me, like it's just very insulting to like Jay, because he deserves to like to have gotten to this point, and he deserves to like have his world title run like be like more genuous than this. Like he should face like real competitors because it was like it was no small thing like putting him over like Walter. Like Walter was a better champion than Cody Rhodes was. Like I'm just saying, like he was like he was just a better champion. Like Walter was just like a really 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 good champion, and them putting Jay over him is like nothing to shake a stick at. Like really, like that was really 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 like a big credit to like the push and like the effort that Jay's been putting in, and he definitely deserves it. So he deserves to face real competitors now that he is champion, and it's just very like to me it's just insulting to have him like in this program with Logan Paul. Like, it's just very stupid. It's just a waste of his like talent. As much as I like don't care to see him face Seth because I don't like this storyline with Seth, at least Seth's a real wrestler. Like, chat, like at least like and not only is he a real wrestler, like he's a good one. Like Seth's good. It's just that this storyline I really couldn't care less about. Like with Braun Breaker and who did they just add in? Bronson Reed. Like it's just stupid. Like I just don't really like the storyline. I can see how it's an evolution of Seth's character. Like it's very like the narcissist of like Seth's characters, like definitely there, like in it, definitely thinking like, well, now I have Paul Heyman, I'm gonna be like this long champion like Roman. Like it's definitely like it fits Seth's character, and I think it wouldn't be as bad if it was just Seth and Paul Heyman. But like, what in the blue hell does Seth and Braun Breaker like have in common? Like, it's just stupid. I think like yeah, maybe I just feel this way though because I'm not a Braun Breaker fan. I'm not a Steiner's fan. Period. So maybe that's why I feel like it. But yeah, it's strange. It would definitely be better if it was just Seth and Paul Heyman, and then he could have his little feud with stupid CM Punk, I guess again, and then go on when Roman returns to actually have a feud with Roman. And gee, I don't know, get Roman over so he can go ahead and start building towards his next championship run. I'm just saying. Bless you, Haley. But I definitely want to see like Jay fight like other competitors, like real competitors. Like I'm trying to think like not just Seth, like who else could he fight? Like yeah, he could fight Sammy. That could be interesting. Like they're both faces, but I think that'd be a great matchup to see. I just really don't know like what other heels he could face other than like Walter and Seth. Like yeah, there's Drew, but he just lost that like match with Damian Priest. I'm sure he's going to continue that rivalry to try and get like the last say in it. And we know Drew's had issues with Jey Uso for like ever, so I don't think they would actually do Cena versus Jey Uso because like I don't think they're going to put both belts on Cena and shouldn't. Um, I just don't think like with how their roster set up now and the branding and everything, they shouldn't unify the belts like at all. There's so many people on the roster. Like there definitely needs to be two world titles that they're fighting over. yeah, I would only think that they would do Cena versus Jey Uso in a non-title capacity at like if they had like a Night of Champions or Clash of Champions kind of thing, something like that. Maybe a Saturday night's main event, maybe, uh, maybe something in like Saudi Arabia or something like that when they have like a if they have a King of the Ring, King and Queen of the Ring again sometime soon. I could see them doing that, but it definitely wouldn't be in like a double title capacity thing. It would definitely have to be like a non-title thing. Let's see, what else I want to talk about? I just finished rewatching Evangelion for the first time in like well over a decade. Well, I guess decades, because the last time I watched it was like whenever it was on Toonami, and I don't even know how long ago that was. But whenever it was on Toonami was when I watched it. So I had like I swear like no memory of like anything when I was watching it. I swear to you, chat. I was looking at it like this was new information to me. Seriously, like no joke. Literally watching it, I was looking at it like I watched it like it was so. I remembered like nothing from it. So I watched all of it, and I did watch. When I watched through it, I watched the renewal versions. I saw the director's cut episodes, and I saw the director's cut episodes, and then I watched End of Evangelion after I finished it. And yeah, wow, that original ending was. I see why they say it was controversial. I definitely had no memory of that. I did not like that ending. I can see why a lot of other people didn't either. However, the movie ending and just the movie in general, way better. Like it was definitely felt like the right direction that the series was going into up to that point. And I know there was, from what I've heard from like watching like just references and stuff like from when I was watching like Super Best Friends play Friday Night Fist Cup. They were playing the Evangelion Smash Brothers game. It's on PS2, the only release in Japan. That is a real thing, Chad. If you don't know what I'm talking about, definitely check it out. It's crazy. There's like a Super Smash Brothers Evangelion game on the PlayStation 2 that is like way better made than it should be. It's crazy looking. I remember them talking about like the last two episodes, a lot of it coming down to budget constraints, which I definitely felt like when I watched it. Like it's funny, like when I watched it, I was thinking like, so what happened here once we got these two episodes? Was it a budget thing, or was it a the director being like, I wrote the script for the movie and like the scenes for the movie, and they're like, well, for a movie length of time, and them being like either based off of content, budget, or timing, like the length of the movie versus the length of two episodes. If they were like, yeah, we're not gonna go with that, or we're not approving of that, and finding out that yes, that was a big part of it, was definitely the budget, but also apparently like it was kind of like a spiteful thing from the director too, like to just have those episodes be like that, which is what I was thinking too. Like when I watched it, and this is all my understanding. I haven't from like hearing it from like Pat and Wooly, and I haven't looked further into it myself to see like actually like what the director said or like other interviews and stuff like that. And after seeing like what I was thinking was uttered by them, I was like, okay, well my thinking was on the right path. I want to look up some more into this. Apparently, it was like a spiteful thing. That's what I thought when I saw the ending. Was like these last two episodes took such a shift in a different direction, and just the way that the series built up for 24 episodes to on episode 25 kind of like stagnate there because you're kind of like, what is going on? Then 26 to be part 2 of that, and it just flatlines, like just completely falls off right there at the ending. My first thinking was like, was this like a spiteful thing? Was like he kind of like, okay, for whatever reason, like maybe you want to improve the movie for the content or whatever, or we're out of money or something like that, and you want to improve like any more budget. I'm just gonna write this ending then. This is just gonna be the ending. And then hearing like Pat and Wooly talk about like, yeah, it was like a spiteful thing or something like that. Dude, I could feel it in there. Like watching when you watch it and you see those last 2 episodes, there's no question in your mind as the viewer like, no, this kind of like fell by the wayside, like, and just ended like this is the ending. Like this is definitely like a statement thing, like from the director, isn't it? So I actually want to look up some more into that. Like I do want to say like I get the philosophical and like reasonings and stuff like that. Like I get the original ending, the episodes 25 and 26. I get what it's saying. I get like the philosophy and stuff behind it. I understand how that ending does make sense, but also as the viewer, I can see why it's controversial because yes, it makes sense, but it's not what you expected or what anybody wanted of the ending of that series to be. Not that the ending to the movie is this happy, like great ending. Like, no, not everything has to have a happy ending. Like, look at Berserk, look at Devilman Crybaby. Like, I'm not saying everything needs a happy ending. I'm saying that like that wasn't the ending that it just felt like the series was going for and needed. So finding out like that's like a spiteful thing from the director, I get that because you really get that like when you watch it, and I understand like I guess I'm more of a realist than like some people. Like I get being the viewer, like the directors and stuff. Like yeah, they don't owe you anything. It's their vision. It's their story. So we weren't owed the movie. We weren't owed a better ending. If it was just episode 25 and 26 and the movie never came out, there's nothing we could do about it. Like we're not owed anything from like these creators. Like for One Piece, for example, like Oda doesn't owe us anything. We're lucky and enjoying the story that he's providing us with, but you know we're not owed a great story, so to speak. Like if that makes sense. Like we weren't owed like a specific ending in Ava. So it's just very interesting. So some other stuff I wanted to say about Ava, rewatching it now for the first time in like decades. I know I'm a hot take person in general, and I have two very, very strong hot takes. I know not a lot of people are gonna like, but these are just my opinions, and everybody's entitled to your own opinion. And I would love to hear other people's opinions, but my opinions are: Fly Me to the Moon, overrated. I think it's been overrated as such a great EP that as I was watching it, like I wasn't essentially first time like watching it because I really couldn't remember like barely anything. So like watching it like with fresh eyes and stuff, I'm like, this is not a good OP. Like, I didn't like any version of it throughout the whole series. I did not like any version of Fly Me to the Moon. The credits at the end of Evangelion were definitely better. So I know that is a huge hot take for some people. And it's not that like, oh, I hate this song or whatever. No. Because I love Fly Me to the Moon and Bayonetta. I couldn't imagine Bayonetta without Fly Me to the Moon. I just didn't like that version of it in Evangelion. So that's just my opinion. And my other opinion is I really, 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 really did not like Asuka, and I know that is a hot take to a lot of people. I know Asuka is a fan favorite character, but I did not like her. She was I would say she's one of my least favorite characters in any um, series. I really, really, really didn't like Asuka at all. But again, everybody's entitled to their own opinions. I know a lot of people don't like Ray. Um, but what's funny is like I didn't have an issue with Ray. Shinji, I could take or leave. I will say I had some opinions of Shinji. So Shinji, I could take or leave. Asuka, I didn't like. I really, really liked Ritsuko and Masato. I really liked them. They were definitely my favorite characters. So obviously, because they were my favorite characters, I was very surprised by certain scenes in the movie. That definitely caught me off guard there. I will say though, because like Masato is like one of my favorite characters, that's a big part of the reason why I don't like. I really didn't like that ending of 25 and 26 because I think it was in episode 25. Like I just it really rubbed me the wrong way and like really like I didn't like it at all. How they just basically like in 25, I think it is, not 26, the like character assassination of her. I just didn't like how like just everybody. I mean, they just were just really, really, really packing it in, like trying to say like how bad she is, how like terrible she is, and stuff like that. And she's not. Like she's not a bad person. She's not a bad character. And it was just the way that like they were just. I can't say it any other way other than like the character assassination of her in that episode really surprised me, and I was just like, well, that was an interesting take. Like they really dragged her in that episode and made her look like just horrible. I just don't get it. Like I really didn't get. I just don't get why they like did that to her character. It's just bizarre. I really didn't like that choice. But I mean, I'm sure there's like 100 different things people could say of like what they didn't like about those last two episodes. But yeah, that's just my opinion. And then I also went ahead and started watching My Hero Academia Vigilantes. Really like all three of the main characters. I think all three of them are really interesting. I think they're going to have like a interesting like team dynamic. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm glad within the first like 2-3 minutes they address that. Hey, this takes place before Midoriya ever like started at UA, because my first thing I thought like when I was cutting into it was I was like, I wonder what part in the story this takes place. So it was really cool that like I didn't have to like look that up or anything or even wonder, because they jumped into it so fast by saying like, hey, this happens before this point of the story. So I really appreciated that and thought that was like I thought it was really cool and like really neat that they like actually did that and said like I don't. I'm sure that was like intentional. I've never read the manga, so I don't know if the manga like starts that way too. But I know My Hero Academia Vigilantes. I'm pretty sure its manga's ended too, just like regular My Hero Academia. I know it was going for a while there, like it's like nothing new. So I don't know if that was like intentional since they started animating it. Like obviously, like here going into the final season of My Hero Academia, I know a lot of people are saying like, oh, they should have done Vigilantes like earlier. They could have like done the series earlier. Shouldn't have waited till right before the final season starts to do it. So I don't know if that was an intentional choice to say like, hey, kind of like, by the way, I know we're going to the final season of My Hero Academia, but this does not take place now in the story. This is way, way, way in the past, like basically by this point, in terms of like all the stuff that's happened. So I really appreciated that. What are we doing here? Oh yeah. Swap this character. I was like trying to remember like what did I do on this stage again? Very thankful for the help I got from my alliance members when I got up this morning just to do my assist request, and like before I went to go get my like coffee and like all that stuff. I did see that like once I got up, my alliance members, they had actually beat the super boss like 6 times I think already. So big shout out to all of them. Very, very, very cool to like see. So we actually have a lot of tickets to cash in. So, and welcome back, Haley. All right, where? This was Roger Reeves first. I don't know why I'm like blanking on like what order I'm supposed to use these like specials in. Yeah, I'll pet you like when I'm doing this. I'm happy that I did call that part 2 right on Twitter when I said like I think it's going to be Saturn, Bonnie, and the Vice Admirals as rare recruits. That was pretty cool. Like I'm glad that I got that right. I definitely think it's going to be later in the year. We're going to get, I think, Nika Bonnie is going to be a Super Sugo Fest exclusive, because I know a lot of people are like another like regular Sugo Fest Bonnie, not Super Sugo. I think they're going to wait for that. Unless it's a Super Evolution, like they could do that in the fact where they could like have the Egghead Bonnie, the one that debuted with Lilith, like maybe they want to do like a Super Evolution for that. But I hope they wouldn't do it that way. I hope they would just instead like just make it a new one to give her like, you know, like some of Gear 5's kid mixed with like, you know, some of the stuff like maybe we come to expect in like Bonnie units. Like I think that'd be kind of cool to like blend both the characters. Thank you for coming back to hang out, Haley. It was a sweet little cat. She's getting hair everywhere though, chat. Yeah, I'm gonna brush you later today. Cause you need it. The only problem, chat, is she doesn't like being brushed. You have to like chase her with the brush. Well, you have to chase her with the brush, but then it's like once you get the brush in her, she like freezes as soon as it like touches her. So you have to like very, very, very quickly like brush. She won't move while the brush is on her, and then like get it like back, the brush back on her like that really fast. Put my heating pad back on. I see you, Haley. I'm excited for the Destined Rivals release to come out Friday. I think that's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm gonna head to like Best Buy to try and get at least just one pack, and then the promo card that you get at Best Buy, the Articuno. I'm gonna try and get it. I think that'd be a lot of fun. The good thing is about the Best Buy near me, they'll literally only like on the Pokemon release like weekends and stuff like that. You can only get one Pokemon card thing, period, like in your purchase. So it's pretty easy to at least get like a pack from there and stuff like that. GameStop, I saw where they said like, I wish I get what they were doing and it's definitely better, but I wish like they could make it even better because they're doing that where it's like only one SKU, like only one SKU. Well, only one of that specific SKU can be on your purchase. So meaning like you could get one pack, one ETB, one blister pack. Like you could get like all that in one purchase. Like I wish they weren't doing it that way. I wish it was the same way like what they're doing at Best Buy where it's just one and that's it. Just to make it easier. But hopefully the market will like go back to where it's just easier to like get Pokemon cards for like people like me that just like collecting and stuff like that. Like I really don't like the people that like get like 12 elite trainer boxes because like you don't need 12 of them. Like why can't you get one? Like even if like you're doing it like to collect just for you, you yourself you don't need 12 elite trainer boxes. Like why can't you just get one and then like packs or something like that? You know what I mean? That's just like my opinion on it. It's just very like gluttonous. Oops. Yeah, we're trying to find like Robin because like it's funny like for Destin Rivals like once they announced there was gonna be like a Team Rocket kit, I was really excited, and then I saw like it's only Team Rocket in Japan because it's called like Glory Team Rocket, but like over here, it's the Destin Rivals and it has the other characters in it too. I was very disappointed when it didn't have Jesse and James represented in it at all. So that was kind of sad to me. The Elite Trainer box is still really cool because it has Giovanni on it. I'm not a Mewtwo fan. Like Mewtwo's fine, like just like any other Pokemon to me. But I would have liked it a lot better if, and I'm sure I'm in the minority here, but I would have liked it a lot better if the Elite Trainer box was, if it was going to be Giovanni since there's no Jesse and James in it. I'd liked it better if it was Giovanni and Persian instead. I think that would have been a lot cooler. Or instead of just Giovanni and Mewtwo, I think it would have been cooler if it was Giovanni and Persian or Giovanni and whatever. If it's Mewtwo, that's fine. And then have like those other two like video game Rocket admins, the same ones that are in the game, the trading card game Rocket admins, on either side of him with like a Pokemon each for them. I think that would have been really cool too. But either way, the Elite Trainer box was really sick still. Like because of it's the black and red, has the big Team Rocket R on it, and then like Giovanni on it. I would have loved to get an Elite Trainer box, but I know like here where I'm at anyway, like there's these people they like just camp outside the store for like 2-3 hours until they open, like the Target, the Best Buy, and GameStop, and I'm not waiting out there for like all that time and stuff like that. I'm not just gonna like because like my hip and back problems. I'm not just gonna like just go stand on the sidewalk for like multiple hours. Like, are you kidding me? Like, no, like it would just like doing that on Friday. That would just like ruin my weekend for like how like my health would be and stuff like that. So no, I'm not. I wouldn't be doing that. That's why, like I said, I'm just gonna go like later after the store's been open, so I can go and get the pack and the promo card. It'd be a lot of fun. Also, chat. Friday I did finish Kurohyou 2, the second Yakuza PSP game. Man, it was so much fun. Like both games in general was so much fun. Like great story told across both games. Like I loved it. So that was my second and third Yakuza games that I beat. Really, really, really fun. Like definitely love Tatsuya. I think he's an awesome character. Um, just the stories are just really, really cool and sick. It would be nice if at some point RGG like re-released them. Like that would be cool. I don't think that's as far fetched as some people think because Ishin got the remake. I don't know if they would like remake both of Tatsuya's games, but even just re-releasing them would be like really cool because um damn, I'm trying to think here what I was trying to say. Even if they re-release them, it would be really cool. Just because. Wait a second. I gotta make sure I pick the right character here. Or how like pay attention to what I was doing. Yeah. Star on Law. That's what we were trying to do. Even if they just like re-released them, I think that would be cool because here in the past like 2-ish years, they have been like re-releasing a lot more like PSP exclusive games like digitally. So even if they just gave it an official English patch themselves and then released it, I think that would be really cool because of you see like Jean d'Arc is you can get it on PS4 now, and it's actually a game that I'm planning on streaming. Might be if for whatever reason we don't reach our 50 followers goal before we finish Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon. Jean d'Arc was like one of the 3 games I was like trying to choose between on like what I should play next. So it's definitely one like we'll be playing like down the road. Either it's after Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon or not. We'll see. But Jean d'Arc was one of them. The Jack and Daxter PSP version. I think like the God of War PSP game might be on PS4 also. I know there's a bunch of different ones. So just the way like they've been like porting different PSP games to PlayStation 4, which would also then be able to be played on PlayStation 5. Oh yeah, Persona 3 Portable even got like that re-release, so we'll just have to see. It would be cool for more people to experience. It'd be cool for more people to experience those 2 games because they are a lot of fun. I really enjoyed them. They're different than every other Yakuza game because of like, hey, she doesn't need you like doing that. She doesn't want you like trying to like bite her, stuff like that. Now she's gonna run, yeah, because he done like interfered with her. He's such a little brat, chap. He was asleep perfectly fine in the window, but now he saw me sitting here. He probably decided like, oh, I want to sit with like dad. He didn't have to move her like. Honestly, I know I said she was a bad cat. They're both bad, but in different ways. Like, don't get me wrong, they're great cats. I wouldn't trade them for like anything, like any other cats or anything like that. They're both phenomenal. It's just that I would say they're both like devious is a good word for it. They're both definitely devious. See, now he's going to try and sit on my lap because he ran her. I'm only letting you sit on my lap because we're not going to be streaming much longer. Anyway. Because remember last stream he was sitting on my lap and he tore my hip up. But he can sit with me a little bit here. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting, like I need to... You can sit with me for a little bit because we're only going to stream for like a little less than 30 more minutes. I see you, buddy. Yeah. I see you. I also saw what you did to Haley. It wasn't very nice. Now he's over here purring, like, slow blinking. Ridiculous. One second, just wipe my nose, chat. Well, we did make a lot of progress in the Kizuna Clash so far. We didn't get to fight Super Boss, but that's fine. Like, I want to get through my regular runs first. Just accumulate those tickets and stuff. Possibly give it a chance for, like, even better teams to go, so... No worries. I'll probably off stream will finish getting through this today. Like any extra runs I have, and we'll attempt like some super boss runs afterwards. So we'll see. I know I still got to do Pirate King Adventures and PKA because we did get our daily quest done. While we did get our daily quest done while we were helping Miter, or attempting to help Miter with his teams. Let's go to activate these specials. I meant to activate Robin on that stage 2 there, but we can see like if we activate her here, if we'll get any kind of buff or anything like that. Let's see. Oh, second territory, which will like not really add much damage, just to her, like a tiny little increase on like her damage. So yeah, we definitely want to use Robin on the second stage just for that orb buff. Shout out to Captain Poppy there for the Robin for the assist. The one of the hosts of the Good, Great, Perfect podcast. If you're not familiar, it is it's a Treasure Cruise podcast. I definitely recommend it. And if you actually like on Twitter, they'll always ask before like the new episodes, like a day or two before, any questions from the community, and they'll answer them on the podcast. So highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun. This is a good boy here. Also, shout out to him for all the data mining that he does, getting all the like character info like posted and stuff. It's great resource for like Treasure Cruise info. So shout out to him for that. All right, we are after this assist. Need to see how many more runs we could do with the tokens we have. You remember chat when they had like before the Kizuna, you could do like a quest just to get like super boss tokens. I wish they still did that. That was like I don't know why they stopped that honestly, but it's also like I don't know why they ever stopped. You remember? I feel like they only did this for a little bit, chat, when they had it where before the treasure map they would put the intrusion fight on extra island for you to test for zero stamina, so you could like build your team and like test for it. I don't know why like they stopped doing that either. It's very weird. It especially would have been helpful like before this treasure map, like just because it's a big anniversary, a big celebration treasure map. There are a lot of new and returning players. Like something like that would have been like really cool. Again, getting the super boss tokens here like would have been cool too. I just don't know why like they ever got rid of that stuff. Very strange. It's like a weird decision because like what was that doing to impact the game other than like make it like better, easier for us? Especially like even if they don't want to give the super boss tokens or whatever, the testing the intrusion fight though, all it did was make team building easier. I'll tell you where that's like really more needed though is before a blitz battle. Like having like the info before blitz battle to team build would be clutch. Like that would be really cool. Since like the ranking period's only 2 days, it would be really nice if like we would know like what the gimmicks and stuff are going to be for a blitz battle. I've always thought that like I don't see why like they don't like post or let us know like hey here's what like this blitz battle's like looking like. This is also a throwback. They used to on social media. They would post they would post those infographics with like what you could expect in the Kazuna, like the stages and stuff like that. That was great. And then it got to the point where they said, okay, no longer doing the infographics, checking game for like the information and stuff like that. And I mean, that seems like such a small thing, but it was just nice to have because you could screenshot, or not, you didn't have to screenshot. You could save the image for like when your team building, like pull it up or stuff like that. Like now, yeah, you can go pull up the team and like screenshot it, but it was just easier the other way. And they just said, no, we're not going to do that anymore. All right, if you say so. Interested in trying that super boss team where I have to use Law and Beppo instead of where I have to use Law and Beppo instead of Frankie, the Toadski made. I know there's definitely one hit where my damage is going to be lower. Is that Law and Beppo are cerebral slasher in their dual form, and they don't want you to use cerebrals on that fight. So I'm definitely gonna have to like tap with them first. Even though like Kizaru is gonna have a super bomb slot, he does have a statistic buff for being like boosted, and then he's not cerebral, so like he'll probably still do more damage than them. So, all right, swap Jinbei to Robin, activate her special. Okay. Oh, I use a special there. You know, I didn't mean to, but it's whatever. I'm not worried about the damage because the conditional buff will still be there on the next stage. Okay, Roger. Oh yeah, I do see it up there. Weakness, cerebral. I don't know how I missed that this whole time I've been running this. Until like I looked at those stats, I was like, wait, he's weak to cerebral? Yeah, it's funny, Chad. I didn't even realize. Very funny. Alright, good. Use our rush. Bam. Easy. So we have what, 6 more that we can run right now? We have over 1,000 tickets right now, which is great. Definitely gonna make it really far into these boxes. It'd be really cool, and that's before I've even done any super boss fights. I just realized, so that would be really cool if we could possibly clear all these boxes and get all these skulls tonight. That would be really cool to be able to go ahead and super evolve my characters. Alright, now let's KO this fight. And after we clear it, probably get like 2-3 more runs in. I think after the next assist we'll probably stop. Yeah, because then that'll get it like at like 4:30. So I can go ahead and like start wrapping up just because I have like some stuff I gotta do this afternoon. And I think that'd be a perfect time. That'll get me to like how long I was planning on like streaming anyway. So because Kizuna's not like treasure map, like since it is just like these 2 fights that like we're cycling through and stuff like that. It's not like treasure map, and like I said, treasure map's my favorite game mode, so I don't mind like streaming it, or I actually like want to stream it like longer and like have like a really like longer stream. But yeah, I'll definitely say like once we do the next assist, we're gonna go ahead and like wrap up the stream. Don't know how like far away that is. I think like maybe a little less than 10 minutes. We'll see. At 4:30, we'll probably wrap it up then. Activate gear 5 here. Kimon. Man, I was so happy when I know this might sound funny because of like their kits, like it's fine, like it ain't like broken or whatever. Man, I was so happy when Kinemon and Dendro like released as a legend, just because like up until that point I had always wanted a Kinemon legend. Like I love Kinemon, he's an awesome character, and I was like, man, there should be a Kinemon legend, like that'd be so cool. And like it's dope, like that was the first Kinemon legend, so I was really excited when that came out. Obviously, like now he has like more. There's more legends in the game with him, and especially like K Dad. Shout out to K Dad. But that was really cool. Like it being like his first in the game. I'm still hoping like someday, like surely this year, someday we'll finally get a Legend Caesar. Chat. What is going on? But like here we are, the 11th anniversary, and like more so than it being the 11th anniversary, here we are, so many like years after Punk Hazard. Why is there not a Caesar legend? It just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I just don't get why there's no Caesar legend. Like, ever been one. He's a main antagonist for for an island. Like, it's ridiculous. I just don't get why we haven't ever gotten a legend Caesar. I even said this, like, I love Dofi. I think Dofi's an awesome character. I like Sugar too. I think she's a really cool character. Her Devil Fruit's like really like cool, and the way like V1, like the way like just regular Legend Sugar, like her by herself, the way they adapted her Devil Fruit is like badass. But I think like when they did like the Dofi Sugar dual unit and the Perona Moria dual unit, that batch, remember like Caesar Monet was one of the like rare recruits. I think they should have switched it. I think Perona Moria was fine as a legend. I think instead of Dofi Sugar, it should have been Caesar and Monet as the legend. And then Dofi Sugar could have been the rare recruit. But either way, like, or hell, like if it's Dofi and Sugar as a legend, like maybe the other legend be Caesar and Monet, like that would have been cool too, and just have then Perona Moria as a rare recruit. Like either way, like I just think Perona, or I mean I think Caesar and Monet shouldn't have been a rare recruit. I think they should have been at least one of the two legends. Shout out to Daily Motion. Thank you so much, man, for the follow. I think now, thanks to your follow, we are only 7 followers away from our 50 followers goal. So thank you so much for stopping by and tuning into the stream. Right on time too, like perfectly. Because like I said a little bit ago, if you just like jumped in, we're only going to be streaming for like next like 10 or so minutes. But thank you so much for like stopping by. All my streams I do upload to YouTube after the fact, so this one will be uploaded as well. So if you need any help like building like Kizuna teams or something like that, I have gameplays of mine right here. These 2 teams I did not make myself. I'm running for the regular ones or the Super Boss, just hanging out and like just hanging out and streaming with people and just chatting, by the way. So shout out to again Crown GG for the which team was it? This team actually, yeah. And then for the Int team, shout out to Mason on YouTube for his also. So thank you so much to the 2 of y'all for these 2 teams. They work pretty clutch. Like I said, I just change up the friend captains a little bit to fit like my gameplay. And I haven't tested my Super Boss teams yet, but I got the 2 that Toadski were using were both like just perfect for me. Like able to like put them together with, except changing Frankie on the 1. So we're just going to go here until we do our next request. So, but thank you again so much, Daily Motion, for stopping by and for the follow. I didn't make my own Kizuna Clash teams. I don't really make my own Kizuna Clash teams, but every treasure map, I always make my own treasure map teams if you're an OPTC fan. So feel free to stop by to any of the treasure map streams, by the way. Like that is my favorite game mode. So I spend time making all my teams and stuff like that, getting them all set up. I usually post, or I do post my teams on YouTube like a little bit before the stream, like 2-3 days before the treasure map goes live. So that way, you know, it can help people build their teams in any kind of way. So feel free to like check that stuff out. So TM is when I do like make my own teams, and yeah, I'm glad glad you stopped by. It really means a lot. Also, I am a longtime Treasure Cruise player. Been playing since like before the first anniversary. So if you have like any questions or stuff like that, you can always feel free to ask or anything. If you're a new player, you know, if you're a long time player or anything like that, even better. Like, cool. I just glad like to share this with the community and just enjoy treasure cruise with other people. Also, if you like JRPGs or fighting games, I also stream those as well. So glad to have you aboard. And now, also great way to like be able to get to like near the end of the stream is with that follow. Yeah, we are now 7 away, chat, from our 50 followers goal, which is awesome. So once we get to that goal daily, what I've been saying is when we get to our 50 followers goal, I'm going to announce what game we're going to be playing through. It's like a big celebration. And as soon as I finish one of the next JRPGs that I'm streaming through right now, which would be Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon, we're over halfway through it right now. So if we can get the 50 followers goal before we're done with it, we'll go right into that special celebration playthrough. So I'm really excited about that. It's a game I love. I've played through it 2 times before. This will be my 3rd time. First time I played it in a couple years. So I'm really excited to like share that with you guys. Let's go ahead and pop Kinemon there. Pop Ace for the territory. Easy win on that one. Now we'll go ahead over to, we'll see if our assist is ready. If it's not, if the assist isn't ready, Asta, if you're coming back over here, hang on a second. Are you getting in the window or are you going to sit on my lap? Whatever you're going to do, let me just like at least get my leg ready. Assist didn't come back yet. So we'll do one more run of the quick boss and then we will, you can get up here, but I'm getting up in like no more than 10 minutes, buddy. But you can sit up here till then, bud. It would have been better for you to go ahead and get in the window because I'm gonna be getting up in a little bit. Hey, bud. Oh no, you've been sleeping. This has not been a very happy catch at last today and yesterday with it like being cloudy and stuff. He does not like when the sun isn't out. Where are you going, bud? Trying to get comfy? Our last stream, chat, I had to hold him the whole time. Tore my like hips up the next day, dude. My hips were killing me. That's why, thankfully, I'm about to get up in a little bit. So I don't mind him sitting here for the few minutes. He messed me up the other day, wanting to be held. Alright, just super switch here. It's more than enough damage, and now we can go on to the final stage, and then we'll go jump into that assist request. Alright, so let's go ahead. Roger. Now there's the more turns of despair. So let's make sure all these supports like help us out. Your sister got my nose running from being up here. Yeah, okay, cool. So all the despairs are removed now. You need to be brushed too. He doesn't run from the brush chat. He tries biting it. He goes into everything mouth first. He's got to bite everything. He's got to bite toys, food, and the brush. He'll like bite furniture. But that's probably just because he was like the run of his litter. So he thinks everything's food, and he thinks he's got to get to everything so fast, or somebody else take it. Isn't that right, buddy? He's a good boy, though. They're both great cats. Alright, let's do this assist request, and yeah, we got an assist request from our alliance member. Hell yeah. This is versus Quick also, so we'll take the same friend captain. My dual unit set. Alright, let's knock this out. Let's see where you let the paw print on the couch, buddy. It was like yesterday, he left paw prints on the comforter, where I saw like he like walked across the bed to where he like laid down. No wonder he was hurting my hips when he was sitting on my lap. You're heavy. So since Nami's here, then we'll get the type affinity, like from her. Oh shoot, I forgot to activate Robin Jeanbei. So we could get the orb buff from our support. Couldn't type to the cooldown. I started the game yesterday and got Luffy on first multi-summon pull. Want to max up characters, but I don't know how everything works. Also, no problem. Good luck for the 50 followers goal. Hey, thank you so much, Daily Motion. Glad you jumped into OPTC. I hope you're liking it so far. Yeah, I need to lower that cooldown. I don't know why it might be defaulted to 10 minutes. I've been trying to like reduce it. I thought I did the other day, but I might have like closed Twitch without saving my settings. So sorry about that. Let me see here. Got Luffy on your first multi-summon. Want to max the characters. Everything works. So since you just started yesterday, you're like new to the game. I would I can before I finish up my stream, there's actually a really good beginner's guide that I can drop you a link for that'll help you out, like I think like explain and like clear up a lot of that stuff for you. So let me take out this fight here, and I'll like drop that in there for you to help you out. Go ahead and like just KO. Alright, Asta, I'm gonna need you to like let me up, bud, in a second. That's you, buddy. Alright, give me 1 second, Daily. Alright, now that I complete that assist for my alliance member, go ahead and I'm gonna flip it over to, give me 1 second here. Flip it over to chatting. Okay. So I am going to, I just got to drop this in Discord real quick. The link that I'm looking for. and then I can like share it with you. So there'll be like a good like just in general, not a good, a great like beginning guide since like you said you just started yesterday. That'll help you like kind of like give you like I guess you say like a roadmap to figure out like where to go. That is perfect. As soon as I can find it. So just give me 1 second. I'm gonna once I locate the video, I'm gonna drop it into my like into Discord so I can pull it up on the PC there. I'll recognize this thumbnail as soon as I see it. Okay, perfect. Here we go. I'm clicking on everything but Discord. There it is. Could not find the Discord like link there. So my bad, daily. Okay. All right. There's this. Should definitely like help you out with like figuring out like what to do and like where to go and stuff. At least like getting like started and everything. Especially like since you said your account's like fresh and like brand new. Let me just search for like one more thing. All right, buddy, you got to get up off me, bud. I'm about to get up. You're already starting to like hurt me. Let me like change how I'm sitting so he can't like come back and like sit on my lap. No, 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 no. I'm not gonna let you sit on my lap right now. I'm about to get up and you were hurting me. All right. I'm gonna look up one more resource for you. These should be, like I said, like good roadmaps to help you get started and know where to go, especially while your account's like brand new, so you don't like waste any of your resources or like time or stuff like that. And just explain like in general I guess you would say like the ins and outs of Treasure Cruise, because Treasure Cruise can definitely be like a very confusing game. Damn, this other person not post a video? I thought they did. Okay, I might only have like one roadmap for you. Yeah, okay. So I do have like one like a roadmap for you though. There's so many different resources and stats. Yeah, exactly. Like it's definitely like it's super like overwhelming at the start. And it's like me, like I said, like I've been playing it for since like close to the beginning. So I've been there for like everything to be trickled in over time. That it's kind of hard for me to say exactly like here's where you should start, you know, off the top of my head, because it's been so long since I've started. I've seen everything come in so slowly over time, and I don't want you to like waste your time or your resources or anything like that. You want to get the most bang for your buck while you're starting out early. You want to make sure you're not leveling up like bad characters or stuff like that. So I'm going to give you like this was a great starting resource from Toadski, who is like the main Treasure Cruise influencer. He's a great source of like info for literally everything Treasure Cruise. And he actually made a post that I'm sending you a link to right there, right before the 11th anniversary started, about like starting Treasure Cruise like right now in this anniversary window, which we're still in. So this is relevant information. So that that'll help you like know, like since you literally just started your account yesterday, this will be the perfect like go-to resource for you. So again, shout out to Broski for the great video guide, and that'll help you like give you like a good starting resource. Hey, no problem. while you're there, if you go to his channel page after you finish watching that, he actually has another beginner guide series that him and another Treasure Cruise influencer, Stumpy Gotcha, they both were paid by Bandai and sponsored by Bandai to make those guides for new players. So it's a little bit older, but the information is still definitely relevant in there. So I would check out the video that he just posted, that one that I sent you, that he posted within this past like 3 weeks, month time period, about starting during this anniversary period. And then to go from there, he has other beginner resources that you can easily find, like in a playlist that, again, are sponsored by Treasure Cruise. So that's why I can definitely speak to those as great beginner guides and great resources, so you don't waste your time or investment. So I hope that helps out daily. And again, no problem at all. I'm glad. What I was saying before in this stream and last week when I was streaming the treasure map, which is a different event in Treasure Cruise, I was saying, like, because I'm such a long time player, I'll try to answer any questions that I can. And if I can't specifically answer the question that you're looking for, or help you in this kind of way, like with building a specific team or something like that, I can definitely get you to the right resources to find those answers or get the help that you're looking for. So, and this is definitely the perfect scenario for that. So, yeah, I'm really glad that I was able to help daily. But again, thank you so much for stopping by. I know it was like right here towards the end of the stream. I'm actually glad you did come through at the end of the stream, because you caught me in time that I was able to get you this guide to help you out with your account. So thank you so much again for the follow. Once I end the stream, if you want to see like the gameplay or anything like that, you're more than welcome to, like, refresh it. The VOD will be on there. That's what I'm trying to say. So, but again, I greatly appreciate the follow. Definitely means a lot. And yeah, you got me like so much closer to the goal. So thank you so much. I hope you and the rest of the viewers all have a great rest of your day. And to you personally, like, really glad you started Treasure Cruise. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you really enjoy your journey. I will catch all y'all next time for my next stream, and I hope y'all have a great rest of your day.